Yo, what the frick is up, guys? Bob and Jack. Bob and Jack.
Bob and Job? Yeah, we love Bob and Job.
Okay, so it is a very special day. I have finally retrieved the third scroll. Ain't that right, Nick Toxin?
Yeah.
We have worked so hard to get it. So, like, tell the story on, like, how we tried getting this scroll.
Basically, Trevor found it in the air, floating. I
Yeah,
saw
I
it.
saw
I
it.
grabbed it.
Nick
Ninjas.
saw it.
Baby
Yeah.
ninjas broke into my room and stole it.
DD ninjas.
Chase fought
stole
them
the
off and
scroll.
killed them. And
Oh, he killed them?
Yes. And
I
then
know
gave
that.
it to Trevor today.
Yes, because today is Chase's last day. R.I.P.
Very
R.I.P.
sad.
And very sad stuff. So now he's gone. Yep, he's no longer at school now. He left his one home, season camp. But who knows where he's going now,
He will
right?
come back. He will come back.
Dude,
For,
who knows where he's going? Oh my god. Like, he could be going back to the island. He could fight off, like, the hood or some type of shit, bro. Who knows what Chase is doing, bro. But we will find a scroll, I hope. But the future, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And Nick Toxin's playing Battlefront. Ain't that right?
Yeah.
Now what you doing? What you doing, bro?
I'm doing just ship battles, bruh. Don't know why.
Shit battles. Versus doing the random stuff, you know? Alright, I got the third scroll right here, man. I'm gonna start this off. And this story is about the Big Seven.
Ooh,
The
yeah.
Big Seven, bro. So, it's the group, you know, I don't know if I remember, back in the last videos, the group of Brian, Darius, Chase, TJ, Toby, Jeremy, Beetlejuice. This is the legendary group and how they got here. Alright? So,
Beetlejuice! Yes!
Well, we love
Beetlejuice!
Beetlejuice is very smart. He is so wise.
Yes!
Okay? So I worked very hard getting this scroll, and this is 6 pages, just like the
Yeah.
others.
Yeah.
It's always the same, you know what I'm saying? Alright,
Mm-hmm.
let's start this off here. Okay. Ready, guys?
Yeah,
Oh, dog, shut up! I just need my dog's bark from the power of Chase.
Yeah.
Alright, Nick, make your gameplay luxurious, okay?
Yes, sir.
Dog, shut the frick up, dude!
Yeah, tell him, be a
Now.
he's a
Now.
bad boy.
Alright, it's time to start this amazing story, okay?
Okay.
The third ancient scroll. Alright, the Big Seven, on how they got here today. Back when Jeremy was leaving the bamboo forest, leaving TJ, leaving the family, he thought to himself leaving on his own would be good for him. Knowing about anything is possible, all because TJ gave him blood, and he has the strength and power to do anything. But he wasn't stronger than TJ, so this is the story of the powerful group. Yeah. So that's when we left off. Remember when Jeremy left the bamboo forest?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, about the group. It's about the group. Alright. So this is the story of the Russian group. Beetlejuice, Brian, Darius, TJ, Chase, Toby, and now Jeremy. He's a part of it! Alright. Okay. So Jeremy left his past behind him and to start something new. He wanted to create a new world as the others made their own. Darius, the Hood, Beetlejuice, New York, Brian, China, Toby, Russia, TJ and Chase, Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? And Jeremy, France. Jeremy made France, bro.
Created France?
Yes, sir, bro.
No wonder they talk like bonjour, oui, you know?
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying.
Bro.
But all of them have their own weaknesses and strengths. There is a tier list for them. It goes from weakest to strongest. We got Darius as upper 7. We got Toby as upper 6. Beetlejuice upper 5. Jeremy upper 4. Brian upper 3. TJ upper 2. Chase upper 1. So
Yeah,
that's the rank. So yeah, Darius is the weakest, apparently.
Poor
King
Darius.
Darius. Yeah, man. But I don't know if you know this, but this is the order on how they got to the temple. So,
Oh yeah, you told that in
yeah.
the first video.
Well, I'm reminding. And I'll tell the story of all of them in order. All different kids, all different stories, all born on one island. Alright. Darius. Start off with Darius, King Darius. Darius was born only with his older sister, Reese. She took bad care of Darius. She wasn't the most responsible, so Darius had to learn on his own and do his own thing. They lived near a creek, low down on the island. Darius would go out and play with monkeys, and he would sometimes act like one. Reese was 20 years of age and was practically an adult. She passed the 3 tests when she was 10, and
Tim?
they got blessed. Yeah, that's the age, 10.
Tim?
And they
You said
10. 10 as the number 10. Alright. And they got blessed, but their parents took all the fortune and left Reese with Darius, only a child at the time. It wasn't fair to get robbed by your own parents. Yeah, so their parents ran away, bruh. Their parents tipped on them. So Reese realized she needed to train her younger brother Darius for the 3 tests, so they can have a better life without their stupid, selfish parents. So Reese started training Darius at the age of 5. He only had 5 years to prepare for hell. It was hard to train a child like Darius, but Darius was born with a strong body, so he made an exception. One evening, Darius was running his 50-mile run. Then he saw 2 boys training twice as hard as him. They were punching trees, doing push-ups, climbing rock walls, and dodging each other's
that reminds me of
punches.
somebody.
Well, I wonder who it is.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
ponder.
It motivated Darius to work even harder, knowing there's other kids working harder than him. So he turned his 50-mile run into a 100-mile run. He turned his 50 push-ups into he turned his 50 push-ups, sit-ups, and squats into 100.
Ooh, okay,
But
okay.
one day, Darius ran into one of the kids, thinking he should leave and to not talk to him. But the kid was really friendly and asked him if he wanted to train with him. So he did. So these two would train together every now and then. After a hard day of training with each other, the kid made Darius a wooden flute out of his bare hands and said, "This is how you could remember me, your first friend." He told Darius that he has a younger twin. Yeah, so Darius is talking to Chase right now. They're just sitting on the edge of a cliff, looking at the sunset together.
Ooh, okay,
Shut
okay.
the freak up. And that he should get back to him. So Darius was heartwarmed and also frightened. Oh yeah, he was also frightened on this kid's strength. Yeah. So Darius continued his training for 5 years, and the time has came the test. As we all know, Darius did it and completed the test, but there was an intense moment where Darius was climbing the mountain. Yeah. And he was incredibly hungry. He had no choice but to eat the flute that his friend gave him. Yeah, so Darius ate a flute. Like,
Bro, what that?
Darius didn't like it, but eating it made him feel more better. And if he sung, it would sound like a flute. So you know how Darius sings? It sort of sounds like a little flute.
Yeah.
So that's why it sounds like that, bruh. Because he ate the flute. Ooh. So he rushed through many people, pushing guys off the cliff. Darius is a pretty aggressive person. But there was one guy that was in his way most of the time. It was Jeremy. So he pushed him off the cliff and was the last guy to make it. Yeah, poor Jeremy, bro. It took the last guy to make it to the big golden temple, leaving Darius as the 6th strongest. So time has passed, and Darius earned his name, and he lived a better life with his older sister Reese. And so one day they left the island knowing the Godsey killer was dead and defeated by someone. Darius and Reese left to make a new home called the Hood, in memory of his old life living with monkeys. Whoa, was cool. Hey, I didn't write this, but I found it, alright? In the sky. Cool, but the Hood was a new and improved. The Hood is like a village of monkeys to him. So...
Bro! No,
Yeah.
Darius is a savage, bro.
Bro, Darius is no chill, bro. Yeah, he's pretty popular for that. So Darius is the king of all hoods, and he does as he pleases. And he lives singing in a flute type of way. So that's Darius' story. Now it's time for Toby's. Yeah. I'm excited for this one. Toby was born at a high place on the island. He grew up with a lot of things, and he has 30 siblings in his family. They call them the Paradise Cult. Toby was a spoiled little brat, and he always gets what he wants in life. His parents are very religious people, and they believe in having sex with family is normal to keep the bloodline. Yeah.
Pure.
Pretty weird stuff right there.
Yeah, I don't
Weird
know
stuff.
about that, bro.
Yeah,
That sounds a
his
little
family's kind of weird. So Toby's parents were related to each other, brother and sister. Ooh.
weird.
Yeah. Since they lived on a mountain, it would always snow up there, so everyone in the family would go inside their nice big old home and stay warm, except for one, Toby. He always liked the cold. He thought snow was frozen tears from the gods. Everyone from the family bullied Toby, calling him names and that he's different.
Like
but
what type of names?
Like freak and
Ooh.
gay weirdo, because you know Toby's gay and all that. They'll push him around. But every time Toby would get abused by his brothers, his parents didn't care. They were emotionless. They never cry and they never get angry or feel any sorrow. They act nice and kind to everyone, but they are like robots. So yeah, Toby's life was cold and a drama. Like the way they trained for the test was by this big training yard behind their house. To think they already have lots of money and a nice home, but you can always get more. Life is sacred. You want to find its treasures and succeed. So Toby would try and train himself. He wasn't really that strong at all, but he was smart. Unlike his siblings, they were all pretty dumb and stupid in the head. So he would watch his brothers fight and learn from it, and he would watch his sisters as well. Toby never had any love for his sisters or any kind of sexual feelings for them, but he had those feelings for his brothers. Yeah, pretty weird, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It seems Toby is gay for his brothers. This is one real messed up family, but at least they are rich. Toby would stay at... Oh, stop burping, bro.
My bad.
Toby would stay at the training yard with... My fucking god, Nick. Toby would stay at the training yard with his sisters and talk about their brothers as if they were going to date them. Toby Shut up! Toby liked hanging out with his sisters. They liked him. This was Toby's life for 9 years. The tests were coming up, but it was special holiday at the time, Christmas. So Toby and his family would go down the mountain and give out food and sing songs. Toby loved to sing. It was his favorite thing to do. Because we know Toby's a great singer. Yay. He would sing with his sisters, but his brothers just made fun of him, throwing snowballs at him and icicles. But Toby saw it as a flirt. So one of Toby's brothers yelled at him to go deliver food to the poor, you shithead, and punched him. So Toby went to go feed the poor people by himself. He found a cave with torches. What that means, bro. So he walked up politely and dropped off a basket of apples and caramel and carrots and bread. Then two twins said thanks very kindly, as Toby felt bad for them, but he didn't say anything. He was a little scared. He never seen a kid with different color skin.
Okay. Toby's a little racist.
Okay, well, Toby never goes down the mountain. He always stays up there. After all, Toby's family is the whitest of all, and they were both ripped, covered in muscle. Toby left in shock on how muscular they were. Then Toby ran into a tree on accident, and his diamond ring...
He ran into a tree?
Because he ran away, because he was scared of how muscular they were. Yeah, bro.
Are you sure it's not because... Never mind.
Probably. Accident. So, ran into a tree, and his diamond ring fell out of his out of his bag. Ooh. He was saving a ring. He was saving a ring to give to one of his brothers. Then the older twin took the ring and saw its beauty. So he chased down Toby, trying to get his attention. But Toby ran all the way back to his house in fear of the twins' muscle. All right. Muscle. Nothing else, Nick. That's skin color, bro. Then the older
My bad,
twin
man.
found.
You never know with Toby. Like, you
Yeah,
know.
bruh. Toby is kind of unique. Then the older twin found Toby training as fast as possible, trying to get strong. He realized that he had been... Jesus. Then he realized that he has been so distracted on trying to get a boyfriend, and that there's kids like him out there, stronger kids. Toby lost faith. He only has 1 year left to prepare for the 3 tests. Then the twin was right behind him, and whoa, what the freak? And Toby cried out, "Don't kill me!" The twin just smiled and said, "You have a really nice place," and gave Toby the ring. He realized why he chased him down to his home. "You're one of the good ones," Toby said. The twin asked, "Who's this ring for?" Toby told the truth and said it's for a boy. Then the twin just said, "Follow your heart and do whatever you want in life. Life is short. If you live it right, once is enough." And he left in bare feet in the snow. How could someone so poor with so little be so smart and wise? Yeah, bruh. Toby felt lots of emotion and asked himself, and asked himself,
I love it.
is this a god? Is this a god? Then all of his family returned home asking why the hell there was a monkey outside of their home.
Hey yo, Toby, that's racist, bro.
No, these are his siblings.
Okay.
These are his siblings. His siblings went
Oh,
home
okay.
asking him why there's a monkey outside their home. No dirty ape belongs on the top.
Okay.
The top. I'm telling you, his family's messed up, Nick. Alright? Yeah, bro. Top. So yeah, no dirty monkey belongs in the top.
Okay, bro. Okay.
They only belong down at the bottom. Toby remembered what the twin said. Follow your heart. And Toby just replied by trying to make a move on the one brother that bullies him the most. Toby tried kissing him, but he just gets pushed to the ground. Then he shows him the ring, and asking him out, he only makes fun of Toby, and then he beats Toby up, punching his face, throwing him around, abusing him so badly Toby couldn't even stand. He told Toby he would never be with a gay loser. Spit in his face and walked over him. Everyone laughed at him. Toby tried laughing with them in pain, as he was a part of the group. Man, bruh. That's tough right there. Yeah, man. So he just got beat up by his own brothers right there.
Dang!
Got rejected. He tried following his heart, like the older twin said.
Imagine.
Even though they were bullying him, the older twin just, was just trying to be nice. Yeah. He tried laughing with them in pain, but he just laid there, drooling on the ground. His parents just walked past and said, "Hello." How could everything be? What?
I can't.
These are his parents. How could everything be so bad? It's Christmas Eve. Just because you're rich doesn't mean you're living it. But then there was what? Oh, I got a fart.
Okay, bro.
Focus up. As I was saying,
You gotta focus up, bro.
his parents just came by and said hello.
Hey, what's up? Hello.
How
Like,
could
I swear.
everything be so bad? It's Christmas Eve. Just because you're rich doesn't mean you're living it. But then there was
You're
one.
living it. What?
Shut up! But then there was one brother that stayed. But then there was one brother that stayed there. He was one of the brothers that never bullied him. He helped out Toby.
I'm so
Get up. Shut up!
I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
And the two weird brothers had feelings for each other. The two of them trained together for a whole year. When the day of the test came, Toby and his boyfriend brother worked together on the test. This could finally be the day Toby's brothers die. 30 siblings, 9 sisters, 21 brothers, including Toby. Toby is a mistake. He's different from his family, but he wouldn't have to worry anymore as they continued through the test, Toby's sisters were getting killed real fast. They're weak as shit. On the last test, Toby and his gay brother made it far together, but they were being chased down by their mean brothers. But Toby got grabbed by the leg by all of his brothers, pulling him down. But Toby's nice brother saved him by dropping down and killing them. All a sacrifice. His last words were,
Isn't Toby in a wheelchair now?
I think so, man. We don't know how he got there. You know what I'm saying? As I was saying, his last words were, do what you gotta do and live the best way.
Do what you gotta do, bucko.
And lived the best way and was gone. Toby cried out, "Ah!" and Toby cried out as he was the last child left in the family, and he won and got blessed. And after he had he heard the guardian creature was killed, Toby left and made his own big home, snowy, cold, and icy. He created Russia. Toby is the king of Russia to this day, still trying to get a new boyfriend, as he drools in pain from his past.
Bro, where's Vladimir Putin at, bruh? Sounds like a job for him, bruh.
Oh, he created Putin, bro, the frick. So yeah, that was Toby's backstory. He has the longest one out of like all of them, I believe.
Probably, bruh.
So yeah, taking a little breather. What you gotta say, Nick?
Bro,
What you gotta say?
Loki, I'm doing so good in Battlefront. Like, bruh, I'm
You
destroying...
You playing all the game modes?
Yeah, I'm currently playing my second game.
It's wild. So yeah, that was Toby's backstory. He has a big family. They're all dead. They're born in a mountain. It was snowy and cold. He was
I'm
gay.
just saying,
his
whoever
brothers.
wrote the scroll, bruh.
Hey, this is the truth. Alright, Toby's family was really weird. Alright? But this is the past, and Toby was able to walk on his own two legs. He was young, and, you know, a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, let's get back to it. Alright, and next, Beetlejuice. He was born on the side of a cliff.
What's his name?
Beetlejuice?
What's his name?
Oh, I'm not doing
What's his
it.
name?
He was born
Come
on the
on,
side
it's
of
a
a
video.
cliff.
You have to. You must.
Jesus Christ, I'll say it later. He was born on the side of a cliff with his grandma, and they spent a lot of time eating bugs and training for the tests, as usual. So they eat bugs.
Oh?
But
Whose backstory
Beetlejuice
is
didn't.
this? Oh, Beetlejuice.
huh?
Yeah. That's how you get to
But Beetlejuice didn't train that much since he's already pretty strong. He may be a dwarf, but he's all brains too. He's real smart and wise. Beetlejuice never did much as a child. He would just do whatever he wanted. His grandma was nice, not strict at all. But sometimes he would see two twins train out near their cliff, so he would rarely train with them to learn great new things. Those twins were Chase and TJ. It seems like all these guys have connections with the twins in some sort of way. One important day of Beetlejuice's life, which would never leave his mind. He was exploring the jungle as he was following bugs. He ran into a large shiny temple and tried walking into it. Uh-oh. He's near the temple, bruh. But before he could walk in, the one and only temple leader, Magnus. So that's the temple leader's name. Beetle was unfazed at this man's presence. Magnus explained to Beetlejuice who he really is and said, he's in control of the entire island and that he's a god and he can do whatever he desires. Magnus is an insanely powerful god taker or giver. He can give blessings, he can take power or give power, he can move the world or the galaxy. Magnus created the three tests to see if you can deserve such power by him, or if you can deserve such power from him. Yeah, bro, so Magnus, he's a boss, bro. He's the boss. And by the way, Magnus is more powerful than Chase. So that's big! Alright?
Bro,
like,
how?
No,
how is he more
I
powerful?
thought Chase was the Almighty. But, like, think. Magnus was the one that gave Chase the power. If it wasn't for Magnus, Chase would be another rando dude. So yeah, Magnus is really freaking strong, bro. But why does he do this? Magnus didn't answer Beetlejuice, and Magnus told Beetle that you will see one day. Only if you complete the three tests can you be greater. Magnus patted his head and walked away, laughing with his guards. as he was carrying scrolls and ink. Whoa, I have
What?
to pause on that. So Magnus walked away carrying scrolls and ink. You know what that means, right?
He wrote the scrolls.
Maybe.
I'm gonna come on him.
Holy moly. And by the way, Magnus sort of looks like me, bro. Remember in the first scroll it said, when Chase met me,
Oh.
like, what if Magnus is in my freaking bloodline, bro? Hey! Wake up!
I let you lie for me.
Where was I? And walked away with his guard too when carrying the scrolls. Beetlejuice was confused but took his word and succeeded in all 3 tests. And so he did. But when he came back home after the test, his grandma passed away. Oh! How's grandma dead, bro? Making
Grandma!
Beetlejuice
No.
making Beetlejuice upset
No.
that he can't
No.
celebrate fortune with her. So he lived alone for a few years, but just by
Imagine
himself.
being lonely.
Then he heard great news that the god Sea Guardian was killed. He decided that he should leave because he was bored of the jungle island, and he's scared of Magnus, like horrified of Magnus, because he's kind of like scary, bruh. Like he's really powerful. So maybe they're gonna have a battle with Magnus at some point. Who knows, bro? Fire, bro. Ain't that right, Nick?
Yeah.
So he left being free forever and created a giant city out of imagination. Many years has passed and named the large city New York. Is this where dreams are made of? A home for many good or bad, Beetlejuice made his own comedian group which would go worldwide across the planet so he could be known by many. Lots of people don't understand him and why he can't answer a simple question, but truly Beetlejuice is way smarter than anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, Beetlejuice is so smart. Like, God, bro, that man's wise, bro. I wish I was smart as Beetlejuice. So Beetlejuice, god of the midgets and IQ, but king of New York, that's Beetlejuice's story. Now on to Jeremy. We know lots about Jeremy and that he was an outcast, but his birth was tough. Jeremy's an only child, and he was a kind fella, but his dad was abusive and his mom was a hard worker. They lived in a small neighborhood on the west side of the island. West side. So it was dusty and there were plenty of cactuses. It's kind of like a desert in his area. Jeremy's father would beat him almost every day for no reason. It didn't make sense to him. Jeremy's family owned a farm with plenty of animals to eat, so they were set on that department. So when Jeremy heard about the test from this kid, TJ, they both would hang out. Jeremy's only friend. So he started to train like crazy, all because of TJ. His dad had zero hope for him, and his mom would try and help him in getting him ready. One night, Jeremy's dad threatened to kill him. His mom got in the way and would take the beatings for him. Jeremy was the nicest mother he could ever ask for. But one night, his dad turned the page. Oh my god. Beat Jeremy's mom real bad to her death. So yeah, Jeremy's mom got killed by his dad. Bro, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Like, I know you love Jeremy, bro.
I know.
He may have banned you, bro, but this is his backstory, bro. Important stuff. Damn, bro.
Man,
Jeremy was enraged and
man.
tried. Shut up. Jeremy was enraged and tried to kill his dad. But he just kept Jeremy alive. He said he'll let the test take him instead. So when that day came, Jeremy was gonna prove his papa wrong and get the fortune for himself and run away.
Papa.
Yeah.
Papa.
But we already know what happened. He lost. He was an outcast and left the island, and the Guardian attacked him. But he was lucky then. He ran into a village, then he ran into TJ, then left the village, and lived in the bamboo forest with TJ and his family for 100 years, then left for good to start something new. So he did by making friends, a home for many. But Jeremy's body was weakening, and it was hard for him to stand. The reason of this was from all the beatings from his dad gave him long ago. So he built a little moving chair and called it wheelchair. The only reason why Jimmy was still alive was because of TJ's blood that he received. So Jimmy is the king of the cripples. Yeah,
Okay,
bro.
bro.
So the reason why he's in a wheelchair is because of his dad from all the beatings he gave him. So that's why he's on a wheelchair and all that shit, bro. And now about Brian. Oh yeah. So now.
Michael Jackson?
What the frick?
Did I do it right?
Sort of. So Jeremy is on a wheelchair, and now to this day, Jeremy is on worldwide TikToks, banning people and saying hello to people. And one time he met this guy, Nick Toxin, and he banned him, bro. So Nick Toxin has
I
some
didn't
sort
do
of.
shit though. I didn't do shit.
Bro, you said Timber. That's what happens if you make Jeremy mad. Jeremy Papa, bro. I at least had him. He's like, hello, Trevor. He leaves my name, bro. Like I almost just like levitated. What was that? Yes. Family of
Ew!
So Jeremy is the king of the cripples. And now about Brian. Let's go, baby. Upper 3, baby. Let's get strong as freak, bro. We love Brian. So we don't know much about Brian. He was born in a basket, floating in the river, all on his own. At a very young age, he has no memory of his parents or of anything. Brian just remembers falling off a cliff with loud screaming. Eventually, he ran into a home, and the owner was scared of the baby's looks. His first words were, Michael Jackson! So he took Brian and raised him as his own. He fed him, gave him a bed, and trained him for the stupid tests. Brian had an ordinary life like all the normal kids. Brian had a great relationship with his stepfather. They acted like best friends.
Spider!
Shut up. Brian ran into the twins as they were training, so the twins would give the man some advice. So the twins gave Brian some advice and all that, yada yada. So just like that, Brian completed the test with ease and had had a happy ending with his stepdad. Plenty of time has passed. Brian's stepdad went to go fishing on his own, which is unlike of him. They always go fishing together. Then the moment came when the ocean split and swallowed Brian's. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
What?
Nah, Count Dooku, bruh. He was
Okay,
running after me. He's still running
Nick,
after me.
Brian will possess you if you don't shut up, bro. Like, with that
Do
Michael
it, Ben.
Jackson style on you. Ooh.
He won't.
Michael Jackson!
Oh, get that Count Dooku.
Ooh. That was complicated. Hey Nick, shut the freak up.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
Michael Jackson?
Brian's stepfather got killed by the ocean
Oh.
splitting. You know where the ocean got split?
Yeah, bruh.
Recap of TJ's strength when he killed the Guardian. Remember that?
Yup, I
Remember
remember
that?
very well.
Remember that?
I was there.
The news came out of the Guardian God Killer was dead, so Brian left in tears and made his own place. He created China and Asians. Japan also Xinjiang Yingwang. Although Brian's stepdad was Chinese, so Brian lives in Japan culture till now. And last, but definitely not least, TJ and Chase. Yeah, so Brian is into that Chinese type stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying, Nick?
Yeah.
Well, you know lots about the two twins. They both grew up in a cave. Their mother got sick from their birth, so father trained them and taught them everything he knew. Chase and TJ did everything together as children. They were a wonderful team, just the two of them. They had to work for everything. If they wanted food, they hunt. If they wanted clothes, they had to gather
Laid.
cotton. If they wanted clothes, they had to gather cotton. If they wanted to drink, they had to get buckets from the lake. And if they wanted light, they had to start a fire. Life was hard for them, but they worked hard for a better life. For their mother, for their father. Huntin.
Farther.
For the family.
Fathers.
Father. Alright? And as we know, TJ and Chase completed the test by sticking together. And we already know what happens after to both of the twins. So there we have it. every backstory of all the chosen ones on how they got here and what they all had to go through to make it. Each one has their own tragic story, and they all, last page, and they all went through it in their own way. Each person in the group has some sort of connection with Chase or TJ. Darius met Chase by sneaking their training sessions, and it was his first ever friend, and Chase made him the flute. Beetlejuice would rarely train with TJ and Chase in a ravine. Toby met them on Christmas Eve outside of their cave, dropping off food. Jeremy meeting TJ and becoming childhood friends. Brian running into the twins mid-brawl, and they gave Brian advice. So the voices of the twins pushed all 5 of them through the test and motivated them to win and succeed. So those 2 brothers were on top. After all, they've been through all 7. After all 7 of them, it was so they would be known by many. They all have their own abilities and strengths, and they're all different in their own ways. 7 different stories, 7 different kids on one island and one group. This is that is known even till now. This is how a legendary group was created called the Big 7. All right, here we go.
Like I'm about to
That's the story, Nick.
I'm about to buzz.
6 pages right there. Oh, God, I'm out of breath. I'm just so freaking hot.
Hey, yo.
Is it not hot for you, bro?
No, I'm cold as hell.
Alright, what's the Big 7 story? How'd you like it?
I loved it.
Which one was your favorite out of all 7 of them?
Freaking Beetlejuice or hear me out.
Yeah. Come on. Come on, say it, bro. Say it, bro. I know you're getting possessed, but like, what is it?
Michael Jackson.
No, bro, I like Toby's. Toby's just the best.
Toby's.
With his weird freaking family.
Toby,
and they were pretty racist back in this time period, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, I like Toby's. Toby's was pretty unique.
I'm about to bust.
So yeah, getting this ancient scroll. Nick, let's talk ancient stuff right now.
Bruh.
Like, this is important. Today is the day that Chase left school, and now we will no longer see him. No more videos. I mean, like, real talk. Pretty sad, bro. Ain't that right?
I'm sad, bro. Like, I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep tonight.
It's not gonna be able to go to sleep. But these ancient scrolls would keep us with Chase, bruh. And yeah, Nick, just we gotta find the 4th one, cause we're getting into some crazy stuff. Cause now the next couple ancient scrolls are gonna be about the future, probably. And I think Chase is going somewhere. Like, I think he's going.
Baby, a firework.
Word. I like Brian, bro. Brian is a cutie, bro. Michael Jackson, like.
Michael Jackson.
So that's the story about the group.
Let's go, bro. Big 7.
The Big 7, man. Jeremy, crippled, bro. Okay, bro. So yeah, hope your gameplay was legit.
Trevor, you're gonna be really mad at me.
What?
The video didn't save.
No, you're lying.
Darn it!
Oh yeah, you lying.
Why did I even enter a match? Oh.
Okay, bro, post it. Oh wait, before I post it, let's have a lovely exit. All right.
Yeah, I didn't even stop recording it.
All right, so what we're gonna say? We're gonna say Michael Jackson.
3, 2, 1.